Hello and welcome to NoMansSky, everybody. ElanPaul here with your weekend anomaly mission. Weekend of May 23rd through the 25th, 2025. And so we're going to go ahead and get started here. I've got my new solar ship that I have cobbled together and built and painted on my own. We're going to take this one out for a little bit of a spin and go hit the anomaly. Like, look, there it is, right in front of my ship. What an amazing thing to find. Good deal. Well, I hope you all are doing well for this fine weekend. It's a happy Friday for everybody, and I hope that the weekend goes well. And we're going to go ahead and get this mission started. Now, got a lot of folks in here. We got the multiplayer still turned on right now. Let's pray tell we don't run into a system that's occupied by Professor Cynical or Captain Steve or Ricey from Ricey Starship Emporium. We know all three of those guys are doing their wonderful Take Over the Euclid Galaxy campaigns, and well, more power to them. I've decided to stay out of that type of scenario. But let's see. Looks like we got specialized gifts. We have to collect 20 storm crystals. Now I'm going to try something here. Give it a moment. No, I'm not inviting you into a group. We're going to walk away. There we go. Okay, nope, not you either. Let's try it again. Okay, go to a different area of the Nexus. I'm going to see if that changes. No, still says 20 storm crystals. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I want to make sure, first of all, I don't have any. Let's see, that's my exosuit, right? Nothing in there, not usually. We want to check over here. I got nothing in here. Okay, freighter. All right, now the freighter is in the area. Let me just check here. All right. Storm crystals, storm crystals, storm crystals. I want to make sure I don't have any. And now this, on this save, I don't think I do. As you can see, my inventory in even on my freighter is really cleaned up. These couple of weeks of no expedition have been absolutely a godsend for some of us to be able to clean things up. I mean, my inventories look so much cleaner. I don't have to worry about much. It's fantastic. I know one of my ships should have a bunch of storm crystals in it, but I'm pretty sure I do not see any at all in here. So that's fantastic. All right, good. So we don't have to worry about it. I guess I do need some after all, don't I? All right. So let's go ahead and get started with the expedition and gather up the 20. Yep, still says 20 storm crystals. Good. Looks like our rewards are, of course, the 1800 Quicksilver, 350 nanites, and my secondary reward is going to be 15 wiring looms. Always a good thing to have, I swear. Getting your... No, I don't want to do a starter multis. I don't want to start a mission. Oh, interesting. You're about to begin a challenging multiplayer mission on your own. Other travelers may join if you wait. Are you sure you want to continue? Very interesting. I didn't know it would do that. I don't think this is challenging at all. Come on, man. We're gathering storm crystals. What could go wrong? Okay, enough of a pregnant pause there. Let's go back to our ship. All right, on our way. 20 storm crystals. You know what's going to happen? It's probably going to change what we have to gather from storm crystals to something ridiculous. Now, one thing you can do still with these ships in hyperspace, you can still spin. Some ships you can't do that with anymore, but these you can. Whoa. What in the world is this? Okay. Sugafi system. I can't even say it right. Looks like we gotta go to that planet. Somebody's got what? It looks like that's the space station. I've got to check this out. Hold on. That space station looks kind of creepy. Is it partially in the rings? Yes, it is. It's partially in the rings. That's creepy. Look at that. Oh, we're coming back, that's for sure. That's crazy. What a cool system to get this done on. Okay, let's go ahead and head to the boiling doom, it says, of this planet. It is Isuma 98Y9. Activated copper, of course, so obviously, and that's actually a good resource to get. I don't know how I'm doing on that. I could use some activated copper, you know. So maybe I'll gather up some of that. So land on the target planet, and let's see what it tells us that we have to get. Now, because it's activated, we got heavy storms, which means it should have storm crystals, but will it change? Will it change and say, nope, We want you to gather something you can't get from this planet. Oh, okay. Mountainous, definitely. Alright, so we don't have to go anywhere specific. We can land wherever we want. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come down while we're waiting for a storm to kick in, and we are going to look for a deposit of activated copper, if we can find some. Yeah, not finding any right here, so let's go ahead and just land. Destroy some foliage below us. And rocks and stuff like that. Phosphorus, always could use some more of that. Activated copper, directly ahead. As well as a sentinel. Ooh, seems to be... Oh, that's my sentry. Yes, of course. So... Make sure you have, obviously, heat protection. Temperature on the planet right now without a storm is 230 degrees, 229.5 Fahrenheit, that is. So, want to make sure you're well protected. So far, no animals seem to be attacking me. No storms have kicked in yet. I'm hoping to get some of this before it kicks in. I just got slapped by a plant. Love it. Yep, says storm crystal still, so nothing changed. So I'll gather this up while we wait. So the reason why it wants to do that is because, or join multiplayer, is because getting 20 storm crystals could take a while. Your best option while it's not storming right now is something I did not do, and that is to look for some storm crystals on the ground already that aren't activated. So that way you can get a jump start on it. As soon as the storm gets to its apex, to the maximum level, then you can start picking up storm crystals, and then you can get a whole lot if you wish. So yeah, there's that. Alright, this is a really huge deposit of this. I'm going to go ahead and medium refiner setting. I'm just going to gather it up just to get it done. I've seen a deposit of activated copper like this in a while. So we'll gather this up just to spend some time doing that. Get it out of the way. So that's a good idea. Gather up resources while you wait, basically. You could always use more resources. Now there's a way to get more resources and stuff like that. You can glitch them and stuff like that, duplicate and all that stuff. But there's just something to be said for doing it the old-fashioned way. Especially some of you newer players who haven't played NoMansSky very much. Good time to get resources you don't normally get. Alright. Jump over here. No, it'd be really great is I should have just done this live, but I don't have a group of people I could have done it with this time of day. Alright, there we go. Alright, and there should be some phosphorus nearby. Right there. Still no storms. I want the phosphorus. I'm not sure how much I have on me. I'm not about to check right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and gather this up. This will help recharge my, well, great many things. The heat shield, yes, that's one thing, it'll recharge. But it'll also recharge your mining beam, believe it or not. Good resource to use for recharging your mining beam if you can get it in large quantities. And it uses a much smaller quantity to recharge your mining beam than anything else. You know, carbon, condensed carbon, that kind of thing, yeah. But having this is a great resource to do it with. Okay, should be getting a storm soon. Watching the temperature at 231, so it must be daytime. What temperature do you think we're going to see? I think we're going to see north of 600. I have a funny feeling it's going to be one of those planets, since it's an extreme planet. Another thing we have to look for, though, is, unfortunately, is the bad things that come with extreme planets. They can have some extreme weather conditions that occur in the midst of a storm. You know, tornadoes and things like that, electrical disturbances, lightning strikes, things like that. So, we'll see what we get with this one. So it ought to be a fun one. See, my heat shield is low. Okay, good. Alright, we're in good shape, and the ground is already on fire. Go figure, right? Alright, so we are going to have to gather that. I'm going to keep it on Boltcaster for now. And I think I want to start looking for stuff.
Units received.
2 of 8. 3 of 8. 4 of 8. 4 animals right here. Make that 5. There's the 5th one. Usually these planets have a lot of flying creatures too, and I haven't seen many. So that's kind of strange. Oh, spoke too soon. Seems to be just like my fugitive run. Watching the temperature, because sometimes you'll miss the announcement, and the temperature just starts skyrocketing, and you realize, oh, okay, we're in the midst of a storm. All right, let's head towards the ship, wherever that might be. There we go. And we're going to keep an eye on the rocks around us and see if we can find something that looks like storm crystals. And see, that's the key, right? Something that looks like a storm crystal. They're very distinctive shapes. Did I just pass by the ship? Yes, I did. It's right next to me. Okay. It's a leafy animal. Very nice. No wonder I got so much money for it. For discovering it, if you will. I'm guessing the rest are underwater or underground, probably. Let's check it out. Discoveries. Underground and underground. Yes, so we'd have to find a cave. I'm not going to find a cave right now. I am looking for the storm crystals. Let's jump in the ship, take a float around real quick. Now I do wonder to myself, are there storm crystals on this planet? If there are not,
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
well, looks like it's storm time, so let's check it out. We're in a plains area, and we'll stay in the ship for now while we watch. What we're looking for... Oh, they got worm burrows around here. We're going to have to watch out for those. It's not the right time to be getting involved with those guys. Okay. Waiting for it to reach the crescendo, the apex of the storm. Apex, is that the right word to use? I'm not even sure if I'm using the right word. Up. Storm crystals right in front of us. Let's bring it down. So we're at the top of the storm, we're at the heaviest part. Let's see what kind of temperature we got. It'll let us know in a moment while we gather these up. 600. Was I right or was I right? Okay, there's our first set. There should be more all the way around here. There's some just about 200 units away right over here. And the best part is, if you've got good heat shield protection, gathering these things up should be rather quick. Now, so far I'm only finding them 2 at a time. There's next set, 223, 311. Let's go to the 223. I see some over to the right as well. So getting 20 during the time of the storm is going to be your best bet. Ooh, only 1. Alright, you're right over there. Should be one right to my left. Hi there. Am I being attacked by him? I think I was. No, he was just bumping into me. Wasn't attacking. Ah, there's more than one there. That's good. Okay, we're up to 8. Some right there, 209. Gotta find yourself a nice flat area like this if you can, that's not too hilly, because the hills are gonna kill you. Ah, there's more than one there too. Okay, we're up to 13. 213. Gotta hope the storm lasts a little bit longer, because that's the tough part of these storms.
Technology recharge.
And then getting across these hills, and that's why you want a flat area if you can find one. Okay. How far away is that? 205. Excellent. Flames. Extra damage. Knocks your heat shield down a lot quicker and can actually injure you. Apart from everything else. Alright. Let's go this way. Not seeing anything. So we're going to have to head for the hills, unfortunately. We need 5 more. Unfortunately, we got these hills to deal with. 605 is the temperature right now. I don't know how much longer the storm's going to last. So this is the challenge and the reason why you want extra people sometimes. Three more. That's all I need. That looks like it might happen. If I can get there in time. As soon as it says storm clearing, though, that's it. Got him. Got all 20. Look at that. The timing. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. So there we go. Alright, so we got to take it to the platform over there. What a incredible timing. Whew. That was close. Now, is it pretty far away? 3 minutes away? Let's go out into space. Now, don't be surprised if you get attacked by pirates.
Hostile ships approaching.
Get this guy, like I said, and I did upgrade the weapons on this. Good deal.
Hostile ships defeated.
All right, whoops, to my right. All right, good deal. So let's bring it in over here, and this should conclude our run here. Now, unfortunately, I had to go a little bit further away, but that's okay. Now, it says approximate, so go ahead and do a quick scan, and you should see a building nearby, and it should be a platform. There it is. Good deal. About where we needed to be. Good deal. Here we go. Lockbox prepared. Polo's secure lockbox. Deliver the items, all 20. Okay, we got it. Now, we didn't get any extras, of course, but that's okay. I can always come back to this planet or another one and get a bunch more storm crystals another time. So the only thing left is to go back to the Nexus and reclaim our reward. So yeah, you might want to get an extra partner or a friend of yours to join you on this particular expedition, or pardon me, this anomaly mission, because yeah, it might take a little bit. And we're going to stay in the system that we're in right now. I'm going to check out that space station real quick because I'm really curious about that. I want to see what the inside looks like in the midst of all that. Oh, got everybody landing. And of course, I'm in the Sean Hates You parking space. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Okay. We turn it in. And there we go. Complete the mission. That was good luck right there, man. You can't get any better than that, right? Alright, so keeping an eye over here, we want to go to the Quicksilver Synthesis, check number 1. You see we got 3 tiers of things to open up. And we are at 98% on Tier 1 for these banners. And we have a funny feeling that once these 3 banners are taken, we're probably going to be getting an update and an expedition. So looking forward to getting that. So work hard at it, folks. Work hard at it. It's not based on the timing. Trust me, they'll stretch that out as best they can. All right. And let's head over to the space station. And I forgot to tell it I wanted to stay in the area. So a little trick. If you forget to tell it that you want to stay in the region, one thing you can do real quick, since it doesn't save during the anomaly mission itself, is get in your ship, get out, get your restore point, and then do a reload. And you will stay in the system that you're in. So we're going to check out that space station real quick so we can just see what that looks like, because that looked really, really neat. And hopefully it's the same system for everybody. I don't know if the other platforms get the same system and everything like that, but we shall see. There we go. And where is it? It's right over there? Okay. Alright, so in about 30 seconds we're going to see what it's like to fly into a space station that's in the middle of a ringed planet. Or at least that's what it looked like. I mean, from this distance it didn't look like it had rings, but then as you get closer the rings start to develop. It's really kind of crazy. I haven't seen that in a while. Really interesting. Because of the angle I think that we were on with the rings, because we're almost dead on with the rings the way they looked, that's really interesting. Alright. Object of interest, probably a trader, yeah. Okay, don't forget that the rings have rocks and stuff in them. We have to go into the ring in order to get into the entrance of the space station. Now, is the whole space station in a fog? My gosh, it is. Oh, this is crazy. We are inside of a ringed planet. Inside the rings, inside the space station. Oh, this is crazy. Well, I haven't seen anything like this before. This is the absolute weirdest thing I've seen in ages. Well, I don't know if you can see me, but we're going to go ahead and say goodbye now, and thank you all for watching. Take care, everybody. Please hit the like, hit the subscribe, and perhaps we'll see you over the weekend. If not, we'll see you on Monday for a little bit of a live stream presentation. Take care, everybody.